Hey, Movies Merica Nation. I just want to ask you to join us for this latest episode of Movies Merica coming up here after the intro. But me and my fuzzy boy here, we're just playing some video games. We're in the video game playing mood, and we just saw a video game related movie, okay? The Super Mario Brothers movie. Maybe you've heard of it, right? So stay tuned and check out this episode. Yes.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
Hey there, my movie maniacs, my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. Welcome on into this latest episode of Movies Merica. Come on in, kick your boots off, put your feet up. Time to relax, okay? Because your boy right here, he's going to take the controls because I'm going to be providing a spoiler-free review for you of the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yes, we're going to get right into it. And again, I just want to thank you for joining. And without further
Let's go, I'm bored, let's go.
ado, let's just get right into the Super Mario Brothers movie, okay? And so the synopsis, spoiler-free, of course, is pretty much that you got the Super Mario Brothers. They're in Brooklyn. They've got this failing plumbing business, and they try to save the city from this big flood that they have. And Mario's got this idea, like, hey, hey, it's our John Stewart. Well, I forgot. He doesn't talk that way because Chris Pratt's doing the voice for Mario. So he doesn't talk like Mario. Mamma mia. He doesn't talk that way. Okay, so, but yeah, so Mario, he's like, hey, this is a chance to save our city. Let's go down there and let's do some next level plumbing. Well, in the middle of doing that, they get sucked into the world of Princess Peach and Bowser and Donkey Kong, and Luigi gets lost, and then Luigi and Mario get separated, and then it's all about Mario trying to find Luigi in the land of Donkey Kong and Bowser and all that stuff. And that's pretty much the premise. There is not a whole lot of story to this movie. Because really, I mean, who played Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong for the story, right? You played it because it's fun to play, right? It's pretty elementary. You know, you're walking around, you're hopping on stuff, you're banging your head on bricks and getting gold coins and swinging from vines and trying not to get stabbed or, fall into molten lava. I mean, it's not that complicated. You got to go save the princess and whatever. You got to find the castle with the princess. It's not a complicated story, and so people didn't play the game for the story. So it makes sense that this movie isn't complicated. Okay, this isn't The Godfather. It's the Super Mario Brothers movie. Okay, it's very nuts and bolts. ABC 1, 2, 3. That's it. This movie is okay as long as you know ahead of time that it's not written for both kids and adults to enjoy.
Pardon me?
I mean, kids will absolutely love it, and they most certainly did in the theater that I was in. And to be honest, the theater that I was in, actually, it was packed to the hilt. And we're talking about packed to the hilt on a late Thursday night showing. And that is some Bowser-size evidence that this movie is going to be massive, okay? Kids will be begging their parents,
Mom! Mommy!
to go see this movie. and parents will definitely give in. Now, once you get about 15 minutes into the movie, the parents will realize that this wasn't really written for them, and they'll probably quite simply just catch some winks and inside their head thank Universal Pictures and Illumination for the electronic babysitter that they're going to enjoy. And they really didn't write this like Toy Story or The Incredibles, where the kids will have a good time and the adults will get a kick out of it too. Another audience that this movie will get is the audience that is nostalgic for all things Super Mario Brothers. And those guys, that crowd will see it at least once. They particularly will not go back to see it a second time, I don't think. That is unless they have Rugrats, and the Rugrats just beg them for a repeat viewing.
Mom! 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 Mommy! 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 Mama! Mama!
There. Now, I thought about it a little further, and I think the other eventual religiously devoted group to this movie will actually be the Wake and Bake crowd, okay? They, I think, will definitely like this movie, and, that just begs one question. Have you seen the Super Mario Brothers on weed? Now, this show is spoiler-free, but this Thursday night is when I will be busting out all kinds of spoilers, okay? This Thursday night on the Movies America Spoiler Warning Show, I'm going to get all up in some Super Mario Brothers spoilers, okay? And it's at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, so that's 6 Central, 5 Mountain Time. And, it's on YouTube and Rumble. And so you just have to get on Rumble or YouTube and just search for Movies America. Now, on YouTube, if you search for Movies America, sometimes they like to switch that up to you searching for Movies America. And then right underneath where you typed in Movies America, it'll have a search for Movies America instead. Click that, okay? Now, with Rumble, you don't have to worry about that. So that's yet another reason I would check not only the spoiler-free reviews on Rumble, but also the Movies America spoiler warning shows on Rumble. So basically, just check everything out on Rumble. It's the better, the cooler, the hipper video platform. YouTube is just the old, stale, cranky nursing home of movies that smells like Bengay and old age. Rumble is where it's at. And they let everyone say what they want to say on there, and they let adults decide for themselves what they want to watch and what they don't want to watch.
Pardon me?
But so on the Movies America Spoiler Warning Show this Thursday night, you can live chat with me too. So if you've seen the movie, or even if you haven't seen the movie, you just don't care about spoilers, you can get on that show. And if you really want to talk about this movie, that is the show to do it, because you can live chat on there with me, and you can say, hey, Van, I really like that part with Luigi where he gets captured, by Bowser, and hey, I like that part where Princess Peach does this, and hey, what'd you think of it, Van? You could live chat me, stuff like that, and I could respond back to you live right there on the show. Okay, it's totally cool. All right. And so that's what we've got going on Movies America Spoiler Warning this Thursday night. I hope to see you there. I thought the animation was top notch. I don't see a whole lot of animated movies, but this one grabbed my eyeballs and just wouldn't let go. And I thought that the animation in the Mario Kart chase scene was particularly impressive. And that took place on the Rainbow Road, or roads, I should say. And you could almost taste the rainbow. I mean, it was that good. And then also Bowser was animated fantastically. He had some fantastic, hilarious facial expressions. The Kongs in this were also standouts as far as the animation goes, particularly Cranky Kong, Donkey Kong's dad. Just the looniness and the craziness of the Kong design and the Bowser design it just lends itself to creating eye-popping animation. And then Mario and Luigi and Princess Peach, they were less impressive. Now, the CGI or the animation on those could have been just as good. It's just the overall look of their characters is kind of bland and plain compared to like just the whacked out craziness of how Bowser and the Kongs look there. And it just reminds me about what a great animation age we're in since 1995, pioneered by Pixar with Toy Story. And that movie still holds up. The animation obviously isn't as advanced as what we're seeing in the Super Mario Brothers movie or anything more recent, Moana or whatever. It's not as advanced because, that's 1995, right? But that's where it all started. And I remember, like, even back before 1995, back in the 80s, I thought animation, and this was like cell animation, right? I thought it hit the pinnacle back in the 80s, like with Don Bluth doing The Secret of Nim and some of the stuff that Disney was doing. I thought they had reached the top of the mountaintop. All right, my fellow movie maniacs, my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics, I've got a mission for you. All right. Now, I have to know and I have to find out whether or not you're up to said mission. So if you should choose to accept it, I would like you to like the video down below and then also subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. Now, if you are already subscribed, you are one of the elites already. America's best. One of the few, the proud. Okay. And then also, if you've already liked and subscribed, you might as well keep on going for America and hit that notification bell. That way that you get notifications of fresh, right off the range, new episodes of Movies Merica for you, okay? And also Movies Merica spoiler warning if you hit the notification bell on that show, okay? And also, while you are in battle operational mode, get down in those comments, all right? Get in the comments and do a little recon for me, okay? Get down there and let me know what the situation is. Give me a sit rep, okay? Let me know what the situation is on what your favorite part of Super Mario Brothers movie was, all right? Let me know what your least favorite part was. Let me know your favorite character, so on and so forth, okay? Again, that's what we call a sit rep, a situational report, okay? So that's done down there in the comments, soldier, okay? And also, don't be afraid to get all up in our tdpn.locals.com website, okay? That's when you reach Special Forces status, okay? You're not just a grunt on the ground. You're one of the elite. You're even more elite because you're going to be in Special Forces, okay? You're going to be on one of the teams, if you know what I'm saying. And you only get on the teams if you go to tdpn.locals.com. That's a website that you are going to get more juicy, electrifying, electrostatic, just dynamic content there that you won't get anywhere else, okay? And that's all done by me and Sean and Ian. We put videos and blogs and articles out there and crazy pictures, but also other members like you, because I'm sure you're going to subscribe at that website, right? And you're going to be a member, and you can contribute to stuff out there. We can all talk to each other out there and just put crazy, wacky, educational, informative stuff out there, okay? And there's movie stuff, there's hot button issue stuff, there's politics, music out there, okay? Again, on tdpn.locals.com. And if you, as one of America's elite, go out there and you put in promo code TDPN on that website of tdpn.locals.com, you get 1 month free, okay, for serving our country. Yes, for going that extra mile. And that is, again, at the TDPN, as in Till Death Podcast Network, tdpn.locals.com. All right. I'll see you out there, soldiers. Chris Pratt's Mario voice is hit or miss. He's trying to do a hybrid between Chris Pratt and Mario's classic voice, and I think it mostly works. Unfortunately, Mario doesn't get the good lines that Bowser gets. And speaking of Bowser, Jack Black, he voices Bowser, and the writers give him plenty of ammo to shoot with, to bring the funny and make the kiddos laugh. And by kiddos, I mean me. A couple times, okay? And you can tell that Jack Black is having a great time hamming it up as the Bowser, simping for the princess, and generally just being an evil, love-struck, hilarious character. And the Kong characters are pretty well rendered as well. And Fred Armisen is fantastic as the voice of Cranky Kong, Donkey Kong's dad, in this. And Cranky Kong had a couple of lines, too, that were giggle-worthy. And the supporting Kong characters, they bring something to the movie, too, particularly in a scene where Mario is battling Donkey Kong in like an arena, kind of gladiator style. And just some of the funny lines from, the peanut gallery in the arena out in the crowd is kind of funny. And then Anya Taylor-Joy, she does the voice of Princess Peach, and she's got a really good voice for it. I think she actually does some voiceover work as well when she's not being an outstanding actress, okay? And I heard rumors that she was going to act like a feminazi in this, to Mario in particular. But actually, she didn't have, spiked blue hair and wasn't wearing camo pants. So that was a relief to find out and to discover that, yeah, she is indeed not a feminazi in this movie. She's very friendly. She's a strong female character, but she gets along just fine with Mario. Okay, the filmmakers aren't trying to create the slay queen moment with Princess Peach. She's perfectly affable and friendly, and is a big positive part of the movie. And then Charlie Day as Luigi sounds like Charlie Day. Yeah, so it's what is it? Yeah, he basically sounds like straight out of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, okay, which is a great show. Now, the one character that obviously phoned it in like he normally does in his shows, in his movies the last few years, is Seth Rogen. And pretty much he half-asses all his shows and movies recently, and he tries to hide his liberal propaganda inside of the entertainment that he's trying to, slap in everybody's dog bowl. And people are wise to that, and they just don't watch his shows, or if they do watch them, they straight hate him. And the ratings reflect that.
You blew it!
And that's the world of Seth Rogen right now. If he was actually more interested in entertaining people than indoctrinating people, he'd probably get some pretty solid ratings for a show. And, I mean, it just goes to prove how long it's been since the 40-Year-Old Virgin that he was in and knocked up. Come on in, my fellow beer lovers. Come on in. We got beer over here. All the beer you can drink. Okay, sorry. I'm harnessing Cheech Marin from Dusk Till Dawn, except he wasn't talking about beer. Okay, so, but, yeah, we've got beer here for beer review time. And today's beer is Presidente. Yes, Presidente. Yeah, we're going with the Dominican Republic today with this brew review time. Little Dominican Republic, particularly Santo Domingo. And this is just like an American lager, even though it's brewed in Dominican Republic. Republic, the Dominican Republic. There you go. Let's get that right there, Van. Let me hold that up there so you guys can all see that. And yeah, it's a light beer. It has a very distinctive flavor. It's kind of like it tastes like it kind of has a Dos Equis kind of spicy little twist to it, but very, very slight. I like it. I dig it. I'm not getting any money from Presidente. I'm not getting money from the brewer or anything like that. So again, I just like beer. Okay. And I trust that some of you watching this do too. And Presidente, you're probably not going to find it just like any old grocery store. Maybe, but I had to get it. We have I have a Total Wine and More store here, if I could say that right. And they got 7.3 million types of beer that you can get at Total Wine and More. Again, not getting any money from them either. But yeah, if you're in an area that doesn't have a Total Wine and More, you might be able to go to the gopuff.com or something like that and get beer delivered to you that way. Not getting any money from that website either. So, but all these places that I've mentioned, all these brewers websites, hey, if you want to be a sponsor, by all means, I would not be offended. Okay, all right, groveling over. I'm gonna take a little drink off this. Yeah. Don't know why I was making those noises, but okay. But yeah, I would recommend Presidente. Okay, and now on with the show. The soundtrack is serviceable. There's probably not a whole lot of inspiration in an animated movie in particular for a soundtrack composer to be completely motivated to do their best work, to create their magnum opus, if in a way. Now, in this case, the composer of this movie is Brian Tyler, and he just did Scream 6. He just did the Scream 6 soundtrack, and he's Taylor Sheridan's go-to composer for Yellowstone and 1883, 1923. And then also, in addition to Brian Tyler's soundtrack, they throw in some of the original Nintendo Super Mario Brother themes in there. And then the filmmakers decided to throw in some random 80s songs in this. You've got Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero, Take On Me by Aha, Thunderstruck by obviously AC/DC. And with all the 80s music, it just reminded me of something that I've always thought of. And could we pass a new law to outlaw using ELO's Mr. Blue Sky in any more movies? Okay, because I think that after that song has been used in 417 movies, I think by this time, I think it's time to put that song out to pasture, put it out to stud, or just turn that thing into glue, okay? Now, it's not the biggest deal that they used 80s songs in this, but them using songs just seems tired and played out, because it seems like every movie not named Schindler's List is using retro music. But the fact that the Super Mario Brothers movie did use 80s songs in here just kind of fits in with the overall cookie cutter, paint by numbers feel of this movie. Okay, everybody, let's take a little break and step up to the bar, all right? Because I'm going to tell you about Nature Clear Recovery Powder. That's right. This powder is meant to help you recover when you're going to be pounding a few too many drinks and you just want to proactively prevent that dreaded hangover, okay? Just in order to do that, all you got to do is just drop some of this Nature Clear into some water, like a bottle of water. So you get them in like these little packets there, that you've seen. And just rip that packet open and just dump it into like 12 ounces of water. And it's typically like a normal water bottle size. Okay, just dump it in there and just shake it on up, and then just get drink that all in before you go out there, and you're gonna shake that rump and boogie it all night long, right? And have a few too many drinks. But hey, you know what? It's not too many drinks when you've got Nature Clear infused in your system, because it's got you. Okay, Nature Clear's got you, and it's gonna take care of you. But the great thing is if you happen to forget to take your Nature Clear ahead of time, no problem. No problem. No problem. Just take it afterwards, okay? And you'll be fine. Okay, you'll be fine. It's fine either way. Okay, Nature Clear is planning ahead. Okay, and also it helps with recovery from smoking and vaping. So, you may be asking yourself, or you should be asking yourself, hey, how do I get this Nature Clear? How do I get it? Well, you just got to click on the Nature Clear link down in the description. Okay, it'll take you right where you need to go, and then in there, just pick what you want to buy. Get it in the cart, and then in the cart there's a promo code or a discount code field, and just type in movies in that promo code field, and you're going to get up to 25% off your purchase of Nature Clear. Okay, doesn't that sound great? Doesn't it sound like it'd be awesome to have Nature Clear in your corner to help you recover? And that's exactly what it is. It's recovery powder. So check it out. Click on that link in the description. All right, on with the show. Have no fear, you do get some old Nintendo references in this, like the classic live-action 80s Super Mario Brothers commercial that they did with the cheesy music and then the graphics up at the end. Super Mario Brothers, call 1-877-55, all that from the 80s. You also get, unfortunately, you get the Donkey Kong DK rap song, which, to be honest, is really one of the worst rap songs in history. Okay, it's gotta be totally honest here at Movies Merica. Okay. Also, you get the Nintendo GameCube startup song as someone's ringtone in this. Again, another little tidbit of nostalgia in this movie. And also, you do get to see a bunch of Yoshis in this for just a split second. And I got a feeling that with the inevitable sequel to this, you're going to see more of Yoshi in this. I thought I saw another Yoshi by itself in another part of this movie, but then there's a scene where, blatantly, it's like a herd of Yoshis there. And then also they involved Charles Martinet, who did the voice of Mario, the classic voice of Mario for years and years. And he is actually doing the voice of Mario and Luigi's dad in this. So it's just excellent that they involved Charles Martinet in this new movie. So as you would imagine, this Super Mario Brothers movie is just swimming in nostalgia, and it just took me back to playing even as far back as 1981 when Donkey Kong was out, way before anybody knew who Super Mario Brothers was. Donkey Kong was the OG, okay? And I just remember, and obviously Super Mario was in that game, but it was called Donkey Kong, right? And I just remember playing that there's a pizza place called Shakey's in the town that I grew up in. Some of you may be familiar with Shakey's. Okay, I think there's actually still Shakey's in California. And ironically enough, in my hometown, they got rid of all the Shakey's, and I didn't see it for years. And then I was stationed over in Japan in the military, and there's a Shakey's right in the middle of Tokyo. And I was like, what? I haven't seen a Shakey's in years, and there's one right here in the middle of Tokyo. I thought that was hilarious. That's just incredible. But yeah, so I remember playing Donkey Kong at Shakey's, or your average arcade game. Remember back in the day when you had arcades everywhere? You go to the mall and the arcades were there, and just wall to wall, arcade style games there. Man, I miss those days. Ugh. Oh, I miss those days.
When I was a boy, we didn't have these video games. We made up our own games, like chew the bark off the tree.
But, yeah, a lot of the stuff in this movie took me back to those days of yonder, days of yore. And I think that, I think you'll dig this movie for that. So, but yeah, enough of the nostalgia. All right, hey there again, my movie maniacs, my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. If you didn't pick up what I was putting down a little earlier about subscribing to this channel and liking this video and hitting that notification bell, well, no problem, man. All is forgiven. Just do it now. Just do it now, okay? Now, if you've already subscribed, more power to you. You're doing God's work already, my son or daughter. And then also get in the comments, man. Get in those comments. I want to hear from you, okay? I don't want to just talk to a wall. I like to feel like I'm talking to human beings on the other side of this thing, right? And I don't want this just to be a one-way communication type of deal. I want to hear back from you. That'd be fantastic, okay? Let me know, hey, what could I do to improve this? So I'm always up for constructive criticism. Any movies that you want me to review, who's your favorite celebrity, who's your favorite movie star, whatever. What movies are you looking forward to seeing? Those are just some ideas as far as, how I can hear from you, okay? So go ahead and get in those comments, all right? And then also, check out tdpn.locals.com. TDPN as in Till Death Podcast Network. tdpn.locals.com. And that's where me and Ian and Sean, we put our videos and our articles and blogs all about everything from movies to music to hot button issues that you're gonna want to talk about and you're gonna want to hear about it. News, politics, all that. Okay, it's all there, and it's perspectives, and you're gonna hear about it in a way you won't ever hear about it anywhere else. And also, as a member there, you'll be able to put stuff out there for all of us to see. So you're contributing to it. You're putting your genius out on that website as well. And then pretty soon on that website, we're going to be doing this thing called Movies Merica Mad Libs, okay, where I'm writing a movie script, and there's going to be 3 characters in this movie script that I've created, and I'm going to write the first few lines of the script, okay? And then members of tdpn.locals.com can write the rest of the script, okay? You can submit lines for the script, and then eventually me and Ian and Sean will be playing the characters, which is going to get hilarious because I know we all suck as actors. And we're going to be reading, we're going to do a table read of this script that you will help write, okay? And you can write whatever you want in the script, for us to say. We're going to do a live table read on my Movies America spoiler warning show here in a couple months, 2-3 months or something like that. So maybe not even that far down the road, okay? So that's the kind of stuff that you will be able to be a part of on tdpn.locals.com. So right now, also, let me not forget to tell you, if you go there right now and you put in promo code TDPN, you get a free month of tdpn.locals.com. All right? So, yeah, get there and look forward to seeing you there. Ma, no, I don't want to shut off the Super Nintendo. I'm almost on level 27 of Super Mario. Oh, man. All right, well, okay. Mom is making me shut off the Super Nintendo for the night, so I can't talk about Super Mario. Mom, you suck, okay? Jeez, I can't talk about Super Mario Brothers movie anymore. I got to shut off the Super Nintendo, okay? But before I shut it off all the way here, just let you know that I would recommend going and checking out this movie, okay? It's not the most complicated story. It's not mind-blowing. It's not as good as Toy Story or The Incredibles. Adults aren't going to enjoy it as much as those movies, but it is a visual feast for the eyes, and your kids are bound to beg you to go see it anyway.
Mom, Mommy!
So you're gonna see it. So it's not like you need my recommendation. You're going to go see the Super Mario Brothers movie, okay? But yeah, that's my advice as far as this movie. I know, Mom, I'm shutting off the Super Nintendo. Man, ugh. Okay. Anyway. All right. So, hey, with that, hey, everyone, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya. Mom!
Hey, guys, don't leave the video quite yet. Okay, I've got a popo. They're coming after me, and I don't have much time to tell you, but you need to like and subscribe this video right here, down below. It's right down there. It's just waiting. It's waiting for you down there, okay? And make sure you watch these videos over here, too. You'll be doing me a big favor. I'm going to be in handcuffs pretty soon. All right. Thanks for watching.